You guys are all sitting around the Australian embassy in the ambassador's private meeting rooms, meaning it's not flooded with fucking people. You're all dressed in tuxedos with the tails, as though you'd gone for a night out at the opera, and you are all wearing domino masks that look like this. Chunk.
Domino what? Oh.
It's under the horse.
Yes.
The
Logan, I don't believe The Rock has seen me since the incident.
Right. He looks like kind of half Sherlock Holmes and half mouth breather got together and had a kid. And this is him. You can tell he has to do certain like little idiosyncrasies to keep himself from drooling on himself and shit like that.
Right.
You know, he consciously closes his mouth with a snap from time to time and then looks annoyed just for a moment and goes back to whatever he was doing. That sort of thing. Freddie seems to be looking at you guys with hatred for some reason.
Who are you?
That's Aeolus. I thought you'd met Aeolus.
No, it means you.
Joshua McKay. It's been quite a while, Rock. You know how you went under. But actually, it's nothing like you turning into a deep one.
Well, thank God for that.
Basically, short version, I tried to create a new pattern. Things didn't work out too well. My physical form was destroyed. My essence was captured in the Jewel of Judgment, and Doc managed to place my essence into a willing volunteer.
I see. Okay, well.
Hence my circumstance. Unfortunately, I did not come out of it unscathed. I was basically reset back to as if I was a new, freshly born Dora.
Ah.
And I've lost some skills and gained some weird skills, such as bong making. Yes. And flexing and a couple other things. And I know a bit about MMOs now. I don't know if you ever met Obed. He was the guy that wore leopard skins and was in MMO land.
No.
Anyway, so it's his body I got put into.
Right. And he's in there with you?
Not consciously. However, some of his idiosyncrasies sometimes come through.
I see.
And yeah.
Oh, Joshua, that's oh God, excuse me. What are we doing dressed in tuxedos?
Wearing domino masks. That seems to be pretty, very angry.
I'd pull it up and throw it on the table.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I recognize that symbol.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do too. Fold my arms angrily.
So what is it?
Everywhere. I pull out a sketch pad and I show you the proper sketch of it. Logan, can you bring up the image?
Roger.
So this symbol has been appearing. Not the duck. No, not the duck.
The duck has been appearing. The rubber duck.
Everybody looks at the duck and then slowly looks at him like he's on crack.
Really, Fred. So Aeolus, this rubble. There's the 8, the infinity. Okay, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The
So this symbol.
The seer told. Yeah, I got told about this a while ago.
Is it? Wait, by who? Who told you? Tell me everything.
The seer in Santa Claus told myself and Glenn and mental blank. What's her name? Dana.
Oh, could everybody give me a feel roll, please?
That the number 8, but I suspected he meant the infinity symbol, would be quite important.
Yep.
Feel roll.
Yes. Just like when you go to a feel around movie studio.
Fumble.
Right. For some reason that he cannot figure out, McKay pinches both of his nipples and makes a face like, ooh, and then he realizes what he's doing and drops his hands back down.
Damn it! Sorry.
Those idiosyncrasies you were talking about. Huh?
Yes.
McKay, I'm going to need you to put on some blue face if we're getting into that.
Yeah, no smurfing going on here. Thank you very much.
All right, so this symbol. So let me tell you where I've seen it. Maybe
Where have you seen it?
All right, so the first time I saw it was in the outside where the saloon, the Last Chance Saloon, used to be. There was
yes.
an Amberite waiting for me.
Oh,
who
really?
tried to attack me, but I managed to talk him down, and he gave me this pin, like a brooch pin, and on the pin it had this symbol on it, and he told me to deliver this to Doc Fulton. So that's the first time I saw the symbol. The second time was, I believe, in Burlington, in the post office. One of the stamps had the symbol on it. No idea what's up with that. The third time, I believe, was in Shermer, Illinois. The money there had the symbol on it as well, the paper money. I also found, during one of my investigations in Vorak, a matchbox with, hold on, I have this written down because I thought it might be important. So it was a matchbox, and on the back of it, it said, "For a good time, call J Swift, 8675309." And it said on the back, "The eyes have it." The eyes written in capital letters. The word eyes.
As in EYE.
EYE, capitalized.
Did you call justice?
No. 8675309. That's not a number. Well, it is a number, but
It may have worked though.
I mean, I was busy on an investigation, so didn't really have time. But
sorry,
yeah, this
so
symbol
what was the number?
also
What was the number?
8675309. You know, like the song? You do know the song, right?
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah. Now, obviously, on these masks, so it's kind of all over the place.
The eyes have it. Was it?
That's what it said on the back.
Yeah, I know. I'm just noting down stuff and making sure.
Freddie, can you turn down your mic input a bit? I don't know how to do it on my end.
Sure, hold on.
Oh yeah, that's actually really important. Is there? Okay, it's mute. Okay, good.
And yeah, unfortunately, this doesn't have a lot of the things I'd like in it.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to the Amberite, what did they? Was it a male or a female?
Is this better, Logan? Or further down?
Ah, that's good so far. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, it was a male. When I asked them who they were or who the broke pin down. All right, hold on. How about now?
I don't know. Get going on your story.
All right. So, yeah, I was talking to the Amberite. I asked him who he was, or who the pin was from, and they just didn't want anything to do with me. They just said, "Deliver this to Doc Fulton." The pin is in the vault, by the way, if you want to have a look at it. Which,
Okay.
by the way, can you please for the love of God, give us access to the vault, so we don't need to keep asking Elwyn every time. The poor elf.
Yeah, he's pissed off the porter.
I see. So what? How do you know this? How do you know it was an amberite?
Because he was wearing the amberite clothing that we're familiar with, and it came from where amber is, like that direction. It was on that side of where the firewall used to be, basically.
So he was wearing medieval style clothing.
Yeah.
So he could have been from one of any sort of shadow realm.
Well, the thing is, I mentioned to him, I know King Random, and that made him like pause and stop, and then we talked for a bit. So
And Shimley he wasn't one you'd seen before.
no, I've never met him before.
What can you recall? What he looked like?
Logan, can I recall?
Oh, hell no.
No, I was too busy trying not to die. He had this gun, which was like a net, which he tried to shoot me with. Luckily, he missed.
So it sounds so he might have been trying to capture you alive then.
Yes, sounds like it.
Interesting. So written on the wall of the ruins of the saloon was "Be seeing you," and then you've got a matchbook which says "The eyes have it."
Yeah.
And now we've got the masks, and you've got the symbol which has got the infinity thing and the 2 dots on it. So
Yep.
Pete, give me another feel roll because you did something with your arms there.
all right.
Logan, does it sound okay now? Or further
So
down?
far, so good. I will bitch more if it isn't.
No.
Okay.
No problem. He adjusts himself unconsciously. There you go.
All right.
How did we get into these costumes?
Probably the
my
same way
pocket.
we get into whatever clothing we're wearing when we appear.
Do I have any pockets, Logan?
You find something as you're going through your pockets. Yes. You don't know what it is. Well, maybe you know what it is, but Logan has doubts. It is.
A blue rubber ducky? No.
That would be fucking cool. It's this. This thing seems to be made out of some sort of good metal, like titanium type thing. It's very light, very strong.
I hold it out to the two of them. Any of you know what this is?
No, haven't a clue. He pulls it out of his pocket, I take it?
Correct.
Do I have one?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna say, I pat myself down.
Eventually you get to it, but your hands were wandering for a moment until you got them back under control. But yes, eventually you find one.
And is there anything written on it?
No, nothing at all to give it any.
Buttons or anything?
No. I believe that the hole in the top could be used to thread it through a piece of string or some shit if you wanted to.
Do the pincers, do they come together if you pinch them?
No, it's immovable.
Immovable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to get a fucking anvil and heat
Well,
it
no,
up,
I mean, like,
other things
is it
might happen.
designed to pick stuff up or no?
Yeah, no, it doesn't really. I mean, you could pick up something very small. For those who are wondering what it is, imagine a coin with 2 spike things coming out of it.
So it's about that big?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
maybe
well,
the
it-
length
it-
of your pointer finger.
So a bit longer than a standard door key.
Yes. It doesn't have any scrape marks on it. Doesn't look like it would be any kind of key because there's nothing to differentiate the 3 of them apart at all.
You say that's a hole in the top?
Yeah.
Yes. So you could thread it in something if you wanted to. Or make a keychain that stabs the shit out of your balls when you're sitting incorrectly.
Yeah, I put it up to my face and look through the hole.
Yeah, excellent. Can't give you a card for that, but no, it doesn't do anything special other than you can see them, they can see you. But everybody give me a spot hidden roll by at least a quarter for something super difficult to spot.
No.
And it had that groove on it underneath the hole.
Yes, although I think that's unimportant, so I'd ignore that. It's just
Okay. I was just making it. I was just drawing it. A spot by a quarter.
yeah, it's nearly impossible. I'm not really expecting anybody to get this.
No.
Thank God. All right, so everything's fine.
5.
Just roll it. It'll...
Yeah, I made
Yeah,
it.
he'll tell you.
Oh, you made it. Oh, wow.
Are you fucking kidding me? All right. Let's see here. Go ahead and give me a sanity roll while I find this goddamn picture, Pete. Fucking. Let's see.
Sanity. It's not
Mhm.
all it's cracked up to be.
There it is.
No.
No? Right. Roll D8. I'm not sure what it would go to.
Lovely.
D8 towards tomfuckery.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Great.
no.
Off to a good start tonight. Hang on a second. Let me look at my card.
Perfect.
That's all right. No, don't have anything in my hand that'll help for that.
Cool. It was behind Freddy's eye. Everybody who's not Pete, please don't look at this.
All right, I won't.
I don't know. Wait, no, I could put it as a handout and just release it to Pete, couldn't I?
Yes, you could.
Oh,
But
let's
then-
fucking do that. Yeah. Let's see here. Add handout. Guys, won't this be fun? Pete.
No, that's
In player's journal. So put it in Pete's.
all right.
Peter H. Drop a file. Yes, it's so much more mysterious this way, but its mystery is only matched by. Come on, get in there. Okay, choose a file. Motherfucker.
Oh, there we go.
Did you find the thing that I'm trying to put it in?
Yes. Where do I see that?
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah. But where do? Sorry,
good.
where is it that I see what I? Where is it that I see that?
In Freddy's eye.
Oh, in Freddy's eye. Both eyes or just the one?
Just the one.
There's somebody inside your left eye, Freddy.
What? Ah, close my eye.
Freddy, give me a smaller sandy roll.
And there's a bit of, I don't know, there's a bit of blood there or something, or
Ah! All right, hold on.
from his hands.
I hand Freddie my sunglasses. Put these on, please.
Russ gets a card for just being fucking slick. There you go.
Yeah.
No time lost for him, by God.
You know,
Oh,
these could be eye extractors.
Does McKay freak out? Because he won't pay?
Yes, he well
Yeah.
may. Let's see.
Willpower.
Yeah, give me a willpower times
Yes.
3 to avoid going insane. Fortunately, you've got a really good willpower, so let's see how it goes.
No. I used to have a very good willpower.
You have a tremendous willpower. Go for it.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
See?
no problem.
See? You get check and willpower too.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. He goes, You're kind of feeling a bit of an itch for your pipe.
Mm-hmm. But yes, can you see that? Show me your left eye, Rock.
You sure about that? You look pretty shaken from the last one.
Yeah, but I know what I'm looking for now. It's that usual thing. It's
Okay,
unless you
well,
want,
I open my eyes wide.
I will have a look in his left eye.
It shows you like looking and not finding anything, and then the camera goes, and what he could have seen, and it shows like a fucking Smurf just fucking inside of the eye.
No, let me out! Let me out!
Yeah, no, everything's fine with Rock. It's just Freddy for some reason.
Meanwhile, I'm busy like trying to find a reflective surface to look at.
Oh, you rush over because I was gonna say, Pete, you noticed that after you saw it briefly, then it kind of retreats. He goes over and he looks in the fucking mirror.
Oh, okay, retreated. Did it?
West, not great. And he's like looking, and it's like, no, I got the sunglasses on. Takes them off. Is he fucking with me? By your Sandy roll, you probably think he was just fucking with you.
I hand Rock his glasses back.
McKay giggles
It was like somebody was looking out of your eye and then was pressed against looking out, like they were looking out of a window of a madhouse.
Did they
and retreated back in?
Did they seem sinister, or?
I just could make out the shape. I couldn't make out who or what they were, if they were male or female.
All right.
Well,
Well,
that's
we have to
what
get
the
Freddy's eye out and biopsy it.
Nah, let's not do that.
Well, you do have some tools that could be used to eye gouge, yes, I suppose. It would not be fucking anything other than messy, but it's been a while since we had a nice, messy eye gouging.
Well, all I can
Now,
say
when
is
you-
I think you're lucky that Mildred's not here because she would be.
Be sitting on his fucking throat, gouging his eye out, even as you speak.
Yep.
When you said it was in my eye, was it
Yes.
in
In
my
your pupil. In your
Pupil.
pupil.
And it just disappeared inwards or off
Yes.
to the side? Inwards.
No, like they stepped back.
Okay. We need a powerful microscope. Or something.
Does anybody want acclimatization card? The man has unexpected connections.
It's always a useful card.
Sexy card.
I was going to say, surely you've got places that you've been to recently that you could use it on.
Oh, right. You don't have to be in the zone. Okay. Vorax.
Well, first you have to reduce your hand, then you can play it.
Yep.
Vorak, by the way.
Vorak.
Vorak.
By Vorax, yeah. It'd be like the main city where the PI office is if you're wanting.
Ohio. Yeah,
Ohio. I'd be going okay with Ohio.
Vorax with an S. Not an S.
All right.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Concerning.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Jacob.
And you all have titanium. We'll call them eye gougers for now because Russ brought it up and it sounds good to me.
So, by the looking of these are their design and stuffing is not something that would be able to be made in Beastkin with the current Beastkin technology. They look too well machined or
titanium
or poured, and yet in the fact that they're titanium.
Yeah, here they're still thinking iron's pretty nifty. Yeah. In fact, all three of them look pretty much exactly the same, which is another thing that Beastkin doesn't do well. They can make them kind of the same, but not exactly.
Logan, is the width of the pincers, is it roughly eyeball shape?
No, but if you, I mean, it could be used for that, I suppose.
But it's not like
and no, it's not perfect size, but I'm not saying you can't go for it.
No, I'm just wondering.
I'm not going to stop anybody from gouging their own eye out with this thing. Far be it from me. Like I said, it doesn't look like it's made for that task, but it could be used for that task. But we're going to call them eyeball gougers just for now until you guys figure out what they are. if ever. The domino mask stares accusingly at the ceiling from the table, Freddy.
Logan, can I use?
By the way, I have not yet taken mine off.
Me neither.
This seems to doubly annoy Freddy.
Can I use detect pattern on my own eyeball?
No.
I don't think it works that way.
Oh, I don't know.
You've probably got some pattern in you, actually, because you blocked the pattern. So
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
Because doesn't it just, unless you've got a higher level version, doesn't it just
No.
detect something within 20 range?
Yeah, it's within, yeah.
Hmm.
Never mind then.
And also it detects objects only. But
That's
still may be
not
worth
right.
doing it. I'm going to attempt it because these could be part of the pattern or something.
True.
Good point, actually. Yeah, let me try that.
Everybody goes whoop, 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 whoop. Except McKay, who draws a fumble card. Let's see how his day is going.
Yeah, it's going really good so far.
You got the draw 5 card. I am
Of
not
course I
shit.
have. Of course I do.
This all fucking fits in. All right, let's see. You guys are both at a bonus. If you want to beat him, he sits there stunned. You're at a bonus for another round. All right, good news. And he's stunned for several rounds as he sits there going, holding it. And McKay minus D4 hit points and D4 magic points from yourself as you
Hit
are.
points up to magic points is 1.
And he just stops in his chair.
Oh my God, I think McKay's having a stroke.
Either that or this is the first time he's found his penis. You're not sure which, and it's freaked him out. Oh yeah, imagine being poor McKay the first time you had to masturbate with somebody else's hands.
Somebody else's dick, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So would that, in the points I lost, would that go to, say, paradigm distortion? Or have you got something else in mind for it?
Yes, but what you do not, when you can, I'd put it in its own blank and put all Freddy or something like that.
I'll just put person in Freddy's eyeball.
There you go.
And then once we work out more, I can change it.
Yeah. Because
own
problems and stuff going on.
So, do any of you have any healing powers? Because I just noticed I have this gash in my chest. Actually, no, I have little peck marks all over me. That's right.
Right, yeah.
Peck, as in someone kissing you, or a bird pecks?
Bird, like it looks like I've been attacked by chickens.
Yeah, don't tell him too much about the mod. I do want to run him on that at some point.
All right.
I want to run him on so much.
Mhm.
No, unfortunately, I can only self-heal.
I can first aid you if you want, but...
Oh, yeah, give it a shot.
So
I could use some rest then before we go stab out somewhere.
So first question for you, Jacob.
The door suddenly opens. Owen comes in. He's got a tray of teas, alcohol, snacks. He sets it down, glares at Freddy like Freddy owes him child support.
I wave innocently.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still occupied by several hundred refugees?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, it's not that's disturbing me, Dad, says Owen.
What's disturbing you?
Oh, can you go get this for me? 10 minutes later. Oh, could you get this for me? 10 minutes later. Could you put this first thing back for me? 10 minutes later. Could you go get this for me?
Yeah, Joshua, we could really use access to the vault so we can leave poor Owen to
Elwyn.
Take care of more important things.
I don't think they should be given access to the secured vault.
It depends on what it is you're accessing.
Yes, but it's all in the same area, and we've got guards there and stuff, and special.
Yep. Fair enough. Especially with the current occupation situation, I completely understand.
Well,
Yep.
just give me and what access.
I think I'd rather just collapse the embassy in on itself and then light fire to anything you missed lighting fire to, because
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not.
that's what you said the last
You have already set fire to the embassy previously,
I have it under control.
time.
Alright.
says the addict.
My vote's no, Dad. Nice to see you.
Unfortunately, in this situation, I will bow towards Elwyn's advice since
Alright. How about Rock then? And yeah, that's it.
No. Rock's a good leader, and he's got a lot of devoted followers here. But if he was to go missing, then we don't want him on the suspect list. We'll just leave it for Freddy Firestarter, he says, and walks out the door, closing it behind him.
all right.
That's
Anyway.
right. Have you met the Smurf Brigade yet?
The Smurf Brigade.
Yes.
What have you been up to? Have you been bringing refugees from Smurf City?
No. I can
You
show
get
you
yourself-
their. I can show you the coat of arms though.
No. Have you got yourself some groupies, have you?
No, some loyal soldiers.
Okay, cool. Question for you before we get too carried away and distracted.
Too late.
Do you have tarot cards on you?
I was going to mention that.
Because I believe you have several tarot cards that.
Do
may
I
still
have
look-
tarot cards? I think I might have some tarot cards.
Yes,
I
you
think
have
it's on my
several.
equipment list. No, it's not. Okay, let me find my handwritten list of all the bloody tarot cards.
Yes,
I have.
I had a feeling you had several tarot cards still on you that haven't made it to the collection.
Okay, I have the Sun. I have the King of Pentacles. I have the Ace of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Ace and 2 and 9 and 6 and 2 of the 8 of Swords.
Hang on a second. The ace, the 2, the 6, 2
The 9,
times 8,
and 2 8s.
and the 9 of what was that? Of the
Swords.
sword. All right.
I have the Fool.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Queen of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Knight of Swords, which for some reason didn't make that particular list.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Five of Pentacles,
Mm-hmm.
the Five of Wands,
Mm-hmm.
the Three of Cups,
Yep.
the 6 and 10 of Wands,
Yeah.
and the Two of Pentacles.
All right.
And that's it.
I knew you were holding out on us.
Has anybody figured out what those are for yet?
Yeah. Haven't you been reading the bulletin board?
Not really, no. I can't figure out how to get this thing to work. It seems like it needs to go into the shop.
No, we can get another one for you. I mean, you two were the two that originally set it up in the first place. So,
Mm-hmm.
have you had Aeolus look at it for you?
Ellis, can you check this out for me? I can't make this thing work.
Did you try turning it on and off again?
Okay, computer use general.
And 9 of cups.
Yeah, I did. I just can't seem to make this thing work.
Alright, let me have a look at it.
Okay, I hold up my hand.
All right.
I turn it off and on again.
The page of
Give me a computer use roll for a hilarious failure result.
nope. And the King of Pentacles. Yes. All right.
Works fine.
So,
Yeah. Hold on.
good news, bad news. One of your cards fills one gap. We're still missing 2 cards to make a second deck.
Ah.
The 3 missing of the 3 cards that we were still short. you only had one of them.
Okay. So you've got a full deck of these.
We're up to a second deck. We've already used one deck. We're in the process of trying
So
to
what
put a
the deck
second deck
does
together.
is when you're in a magic zone or a zone that can have magic, when you tear the card, special effects happen.
Yeah.
And it's
It-
all the effects are written on the board, what they do. That we know of.
Each card has a different effect. And
Yeah.
basically I'm keeping a list of who has what cards. Then once we complete a deck and they activate, you can then get your cards back, and it's up to you if you want to try and trade them with somebody else or whatever.
Or
And-
bribe them for. The world is a special effect.
Yeah, and you ain't getting it off me.
I know.
It will help me immensely. Well, not
I
immensely.
know.
But
You
it'll
need
certainly,
it.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
some of them just to give you an idea, some of them have bad effects. Some of them, not many. There are, but some of them do have bad effects. Majority of them are good effects. They just give you, yeah. Some of them are quite powerful. For example, you had the sun. So the sun, where is it? The sun basically allows you to get rid of it. Basically clears your mind of madness if you're strong enough to be able to deal with it.
Okay. And if you're not, you go crazier?
No. Just that's the effect. It's useful to if you've gotten stronger of mind that you can clear yourself of some sort of madness.
Okay.
Other things, for example, give you a increase in your ability to garner knowledge, or your ability to use magic, or
Right.
your strength of will.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Not a
so
lot of it's not very useful, but
I can't imagine the fool's worth very much.
the full, basically you don't take any falling damage until sunset, sunrise,
Oh.
whichever comes first.
And you have to have a full deck to activate them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But once they're activated, they can be separated again. And if the cards haven't been used up before we activate a new deck, then the cards. So say, for example, we used half the deck of the second deck and we
Mhm.
activated the third deck, the remaining cards of the second deck disappear.
Right. Okay.
And there's other things that may cause them to disappear, such as end of season, or we've had it for a sufficient period that Logan says they disappear.
Of course they do.
Yeah. And it is possible that what we've noted down is what they do. They may not do that. It may have changed because Logan's a dick.
Mm-hmm.
So just be aware. Chances are they'll do what they say, but it is possible that Logan has decided for whatever reason he's thought of something more fun or more different, and they do something else. Anyway,
Right.
I will add yours to the list when I get a chance. I won't do it during the session, but
Okay.
yeah, we're still missing the Nine of Cups and the Page of Pentacles once I add yours, which I'm pretty sure you did not have in amongst yours.
No.
We were missing the King of Pentacles as well, but you had that, so that puts us down to 2 more to go before we fill that deck. But the thing is, the way things are going is that it means that the third deck will be almost full as well.
Okay.
So
Anyway, I'm just going to go AFK a sec. I've got a dog
Sure.
that wants to go outside.
no worries.
And how do I mute myself so I don't cause lots of noise?
Bottom left.
There's a button on the bottom.
There.
Microphone. There you go. He's mute.
So did you add those to hit points?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm now only half killed.
Fair enough. Yeah, we'll get you somewhere. I mean,
Okay.
with what I'm planning to do, we might be sitting around for a few days anyway.
Okay. All right.
Depends how quickly we can get this sorted. Mm.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll always repeat on that. So I can tell you both what my idea is.
It shows a rocket ship going directly into the sun. I'll be right back while you guys are doing
No worries.
All right. What's your idea?
Let's see. Okay, hold on.
All
right.
right.
So there's a few. Well, at least one thing I want to take care of before we go off and blow up the universe, whatever. I want to. So I have the ability to keep a trunk open for a while,
Okay.
not too long, but a while, and that will allow us to move the painting through to the embassy.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is we need to put the painting onto some kind of trolley or some kind of, like something with wheels on it so you can
Why?
push it through the gate. It's too heavy. We can't pick it up between the three of us.
Okay.
So we'll need to,
You've tried
Yeah.
having. I suppose Alex hasn't been around to have him.
no, he hasn't been around. And even if he was, because the length of the painting is quite long, even if three people, strong people, were to pick it up, you have this kind of like a dripping effect where the paint might crack because there's not enough places where the painting is being supported, if you know what I mean.
Has
Right,
it
so
been
we-
in? Has it got a back to keep the frame in shape?
No,
Has it
it's
been
rolled
backed?
up. It's rolled up.
Right. So we could use. It's rolled up.
Yeah, it's
I
rolled up.
thought it was framed.
No, it's rolled up.
Oh, okay.
Hasn't been framed yet.
That's because interesting. Anyway.
Yeah.
Me-
So what
just
we need is some kind of like a trolley or just something that we can take to Burlington, preferably something that we can just trump there, like assemble it there, take all the parts, assemble it there, and then trump it back to the embassy, preferably.
So what we could do is we could get a couple of rods or something
Hmm.
and then strap them to the painting so that to keep it stiff, so you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about them moving around.
That could work, yeah.
Do something like that.
Yeah. Well, anything that will allow the two of you to either push it through or pick it up and put it through the gate. Because I need to concentrate and keep the gate open.
Right.
So if movers have those little trolleys and stuff that they use that they put things on so they can wheel
Mhm.
wheel around stuff. Yes.
You're thinking that the chances of both of them being able to move this huge, amazingly heavy, delicate painting are about the same as Logan being able to power through a brick
Oh, no,
wall.
that's what I'm saying. We'll put it on like a trolley and then I'll push it through.
Oh, sure. Enjoy.
There's one small problem with that is that isn't Burlington under like 2 feet of water at this point?
Yeah, but the painting is on the second floor of the bed and breakfast. So
Oh, okay.
How did you get it there?
Oh, well, the Burlington wasn't underwater when it happened.
Yes,
Well,
but
not as much.
How'd you get it on
we
the
asked-
second floor?
No, we asked the local to help us.
and they were able to carry it.
Well, there was quite a few of them, and we had to lead them around because they didn't know what they were doing that well, but we managed.
Okay.
Oh, we've got lots of Doras here.
Yeah.
Maybe the Smurf Regiment can help you out.
So the other thing is, Joshua, I reached into my backpack with me.
Now,
Probably in your room.
Well, in my backpack, we were looking at the barbershop pole.
Oh, yes.
We couldn't find anything peculiar about it because we tried to see, is it tech? Is it patent? Nothing. So if we wanted to reactivate Clem in Burlington, we do have the barbershop pole. But I'm wondering if we managed to find another normal barbershop pole, if that would work as well.
Have you?
But also we looked at the blueprint for the Clem. We know how to make one. We just need several people or groups of people, or even one person who is good at tiling, flooring, metal crafting, wood crafting, and there was one more I think as well. Roofing.
Freddie, can you drop your volume some more? It seems to have crept back up or something. I don't know what.
Sure. I can do that.
Before I was able to play with these controls on my own and nobody would ever know, but now.
How's that?
Honestly, every time you do it, I don't notice any difference. I don't know what's going on here. I love it.
I suspect evil.
Yes.
Evil is his name.
Actually, hold on. Let me try.
Evil is his game. Evil. Sorry.
How's that?
I won't know until you get going on that good old Freddie rant.
No worries. So yeah, we know how to build a clem down.
I see. So you know theoretically how to build the clems, but you don't actually know how to build the clems.
Yeah, we have the.
There we go. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Is that better? Or... Okay.
So we'd have to hire some artisans.
Yeah, the only thing we don't know is the barbershop pole. Do we need a special one or any old barbershop pole?
Yeah, is it the nature? Yeah, fair enough. Is it the nature of the building in on itself altogether? Although we did find that when Clems was pretty much destroyed, the barber pole itself was what caused it to start rebuilding.
Right. Has anybody ever looked at a barber pole with some magic glasses?
I'm assuming Freddie has by him saying that it's not magical.
I don't remember. No, we looked at tech and Trump. Don't know if we looked at magic. It's in my backpack if you want to have a look at it.
Well, not here. It's really hard to make.
By some kids.
It's really hard to make. It's really hard to make magic work in this zone.
Yeah. Well, anyway, if we wanted to make,
I was just going to say, instead of building the Clems, what about if you just built the bit that houses the pole and set that up and see if then the Clems gets built, since we've seen the Clems rise up.